everybody, Chris from Custom Fitness Personal Training Studio. Here today asking the question, quality versus quantity. Which one's going to give you the better results faster? So never fails, at least once a month it seems like, somebody comes in and tells me that they can do 300 crunches or they can do 5 minutes worth of such and such exercise. And then I have to wonder, are they getting the most out of each exercise? So a lot of people go into an exercise program and they're ready to push themselves as hard and fast as they possibly can to get in more reps in less time, and they feel like that's going to get them the best results. Now there are cases where that might be the case, but for the most part, if you want to get great results and be efficient and effective in the smallest amount of time possible, then you're looking for great form, therefore great quality of exercise rather than just repetition. So it kind of doesn't really make sense if you don't know the foundations of that. And the foundations come from the fact that when you just go through the motions, your body doesn't fully contract the way that it should, and therefore you cannot get the most out of each and every exercise. It's kind of like today. So it's a Friday, you went to work. Did you get the most out of Friday? Some people do. Some people by noon are kind of checking their Facebook, scrolling through, doing oddball things, emailing stuff, just kind of waiting for the clock to tick down for that end of the day time to come. Didn't really get the most out of it. They were there, right? But they didn't get the most out of it. So same idea here. If you go to your workout and you don't put in your full 100% on form and technique, on really getting the most out of each and every single repetition that you do, then you've kind of just gone through the motions. You may get some benefit from it, but you won't see the same amount of benefit that you could have if you fully focus on each rep. So what are we talking about here? Well, if you think about going and doing cardio and you get on the treadmill and you just run, right? Eventually you lose kind of the focus and the foundation of what you're doing. It just kind of becomes going through the motions of running, or the elliptical, the same thing. And we tend to not really put our whole effort into it. Maybe, if we were putting our whole effort into it, maybe we would put more pressure in certain places, or maybe we would incline or decline, or go in a different direction, go reverse on the elliptical, or things like that, to kind of bring the brain back into the game. So if I have people doing cardio on machines, which is rare, if you've been to our studio, you know that we don't really live by that philosophy, but if people are doing cardio machines, I actually encourage you to change it about every 10 minutes onto a different machine, so that you then have to become, again, mentally engaged in what you're doing, because it's going to bring your quality back into your exercise. Now, if you're doing weight training, how would that apply? Well, let's take it back to that crunch idea, and people who can do 300 crunches may be only getting a quarter to a half of the movement that they should, therefore a quarter to a half of the muscle contraction that they should, and therefore only about half the results that they should be getting. So if they take the time to slow down and figure out that as they're crunching up into this curved position, that it's not actually just their head and shoulders, which is what you hear about on all the infomercials, how they hurt so bad because it hurts their neck, but rather lifting from their mid-back by utilizing the core, that the core is the reason they're pulling up, and by squeezing that core that they pull in tighter, then they get more benefit out of each and every rep. So same thing can be applied to your lunges, to your bench press, to your push-ups, to your squats, you name it, you can apply it. So rather than just going for speed, unless speed is what you're training for, then really slow it down for a workout. Maybe even take a day and give yourself a challenge, do a half-pace workout, and see how much more contraction you can make yourself feel during that time. So a lot of times one of my favorite things to do for our Pilates sessions is to take a half-pace Pilates session, and therefore really focus on the contraction, because some people listen more to music and to the people around them. They focus on what they're doing, and they tend to speed up and compete with other people, and that's not what any of this is about. Whether it's doing weightlifting or Pilates or anything else, it's not about competing with other people. It's about competing with yourself and seeing what you can feel out of your body. So the more that you can tense and find the right tension within the body during each exercise, during each rep, and therefore heighten the quality of experience that each muscle, each exercise is giving you to those muscles, then you're going to get more benefit out of it. So if you'd be interested in learning a different way to work out, something that maybe goes against the grain of what you know, but maybe it's more beneficial, maybe it's more efficient, maybe it's more effective than what you've tried in the past, we have downsize coming up. Now obviously if you'd rather train with us in a private or a semi-private setting and just do that, we'd love to talk with you about that too. But I want to let you know about downsize because you can lose up to 15 inches or more during 6 weeks. And when you lose those 15 inches, you get your entire investment back 100%. During that time, we are now offering 2 options, which are pretty awesome. You can come into our basic program and just do the small group personal training, unlimited sessions. You can get the nutrition plan, you can get the support, the measurements, get the results from it. Or you can upgrade now to a VIP package where you pay $50 more, so you get 6 private personal training sessions during that 6 weeks where you're still getting the unlimited small group sessions. You can actually get 6 private training sessions for the price of 1 right now. We're only accepting 20 people in this program, so that's a really sweet deal, and we would love to help you. We've offered that private session because we know that people get a lot of benefit out of that customization, out of that one-on-one training. That's what we do. It's what we've been doing for over 17 years, and we would love to help you. So if you're interested in downsize at all, I would love it if you'd message me down below, and I will personally get you the information that you need, more information about the program, the application for it if you're ready for that. Like I said, we're only able to accept 20 people because we do keep everything so small here to where we like to know people. We want to know you and we want to know what's going on to be able to help you the best that we can. And we can't do that in groups of 100 or 200. We want to do that in groups of 20 so that we can know exactly what's going on and be able to help you around every corner that you need help with. So feel free to give us a call, 806-322-3188, or message us below for more details. And remember to give your all every time. So be sure to put the quality back in your workouts and only bump the quantity up when the quality has kind of maxed out. Okay, when you've got great quality and you know you can maintain that, then bump up the quantity. Until then, keep it focused on that quality. You guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.